Councilman, thank you for taking time to meet with us again. This is kind of a deja vu. We have done this before.
We have.
This race.
We have.
What motivated you to run in this race?
You know, I've been on the council now 16 years. I've never missed a meeting in 16 years. I've always been prepared. I love the work that the many councils I've been on have accomplished. But now it's exciting times. Now it's district elections. In the district where I've lived for 39 years, I know my neighbors, I know the concerns. So now I can advocate, not citywide, but district-wide. Although there are some big projects that are still important citywide, fixing the community center, getting the upgrades there, finally doing the Amtrak station, and the fire station. So although none of those three are in my district, I will still advocate for those. But now I get to focus on my neighbors.
Why should the people of Goleta vote for you?
I have a proven track record, 16 years of service. I come prepared. I believe in constituency service. Actually, I call it customer service because everybody in this city is my customer, whether you're a voter or not, and they expect a professional response from their government. So I pride myself in addressing the issues, following up on the issues that they had to make sure that they were happy with the results. If they weren't, then we keep working on it. It could be as simple as a tree coming down. It could be as simple as a roadway needing repair. At the end of the day, they have to be satisfied with the service they receive from their government.
What do you think is the most pressing issue facing the city right now?
Prioritizing the services that we provide. On the ballot in November is a request for a 1% sales tax. I'm opposed to it. I oppose it. And the reason why I oppose that tax is because we haven't, as a council, proven that we need the money. We haven't reduced expenditures to the point that we did in 07, 08 when we went through the recession then. So similarly, in 07, 08, we actually eliminated 7 positions and 3 law enforcement positions. Eventually, we brought them back. So instead of reducing or freezing, right now we're hiring 17 new employees. And it's not the time to do it. And people are struggling. So why should they pay for the sales tax? Have an increased sales tax. That's one of the biggest issues we're facing now. On top of, look at our roadways. We have 82 miles of roadway in the city of Goleta, 82. To repair all of them to the level that they should be now, it's about $110 million. So prioritizing our service is critical. We don't need to build another bike lane when we need to fix a roadway. We've got to balance it out so we take care of the most important needs first. And that is roadway, that is public law enforcement response. I have a little background on that. That's important to me, being 32 years in the job, and making sure that the fire department gets there when you need them.
What is your solution to solve it?
Prioritization and working with the public. We have to, as you go through your household budgets, as I do, I sit down with my wife and we say, oh, can we afford to do this? If we can, then we proceed forward. If we can't afford it now, then we save up until the day we can afford it. Government should be doing the same thing. We should be setting money aside so that we can take care of what is needed. As an example, I pushed for, and we got incorporated in our process, a trust fund for our pension and retiree medical. Now, the trust fund is an investment that can only be used for future increases in retirement, in pension and retirement medical. If we didn't have that, if PERS came down with an increase, we'd have to take it from our existing budget or from reserves to make up the difference. Now we don't have to do that. We take it from a trust fund.
How would you like to see the city grow over the next, say, 5, 10 years?
You know, we're built out. We don't have a lot of room for expansion. But the state is continually coming to us with their Regional Housing Needs Assessment, RENA, asking us to build more housing. to provide for more residents in California. I think what we have to do now is look outside the box and find out how we can increase a footprint. We have AUDs. You can build an AUD, but if you can build a footprint where you can go up a little bit or out a little more and add more housing, that might be the way to do it. We need to look at Old Town. We need to find out where you can have mixed use. There are some mixed use there now where you have businesses on the bottom and residents on top. We could do something like that. Now there's pending legislation in California now to allow for housing in on commercial property like shopping centers. So maybe that's something we look at. But we have to think outside the box and make sure whatever we do fits with the neighborhood.
Open question, anything else that you would like to say to the voters?
Well, I'm proud of the service that I have provided them in these 16 years. I'm proud of always being prepared. I'm proud that even to my wife's chagrin, I haven't missed a meeting. There could be holidays before or after. We don't take vacations before a council meeting, but I got elected to do a job, and I've done it for 16 years. I've got the experience, I've got the training, I got the background in so many different areas. Also, I'm one who's been involved in many nonprofits, which means bringing community together. My first nonprofit was La Patera School, which is just down the street. It's a bilingual magnet school. I was its first male vice president on the PTA. So it started there. Did Boy Scouts, did Little League, I was on the Rape Crisis Center. I was on the Earl Warren Showgrounds Board, appointed there by Governor Davis. And recently I've been elected president of the United Girls and Boys Club. We have 10 sites, Santa Barbara County-wide. And I have a very, very exciting, empowered board. And so that's where I get my fulfillment, nonprofit, expanding our service with the city, because we can't do everything ourselves. We're a small city, but when we have partnerships with many nonprofits, we get it done.
Roger Aceves, thank you so much for taking time.
Well, thank you very
You're
much.
a very busy day, I know.
I appreciate the interview. It's great seeing you again.